What is going on, everybody? My name is Fluffy Ninja, and welcome back to Helldivers 2. Now, I have become, I guess, somewhat infamous for making these videos because the point that I always have to prove apparently just goes over every Helldivers head that plays this game. It's actually insanity how many times I've argued this point and people still don't get it. But whatever, that's fine. I'm not going to blame them. They're probably bug divers, so they don't know what's going on anyway. It's fine. The Masters of Ceremony Warbond is a good Warbond for the content that it provided. I watched this guy called Dick Peterson. I will throw his channel in the description. His review of the Warbond was hilarious. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Great video. He edits amazingly. Go subscribe to him because his videos are genuinely good. My take on the Master of Ceremony Warbond is not from the whole, like, lore perspective. It's from a consumer perspective. Okay? So if I move my webcam here, I have 14,000 super credits. The cost does not bother me for 1,000 super credits for a Warbond. We knew that was the cost of Warbonds going in. That's fine. If you want to, you can go buy super credits to support the developers. I did at the beginning of the game because, hey, I want them to keep getting better. And time after time, they have proven that's not where the money's going. Okay, we waited 2 months between updates. Then we got this after the update. The update in itself is pretty good. I'm upset about the ultimatum nerf. That's just me. Apparently, a lot of people share that sentiment. Other people are calling me a wine diver, crybaby, whatever. It's a PvE game. There's no reason to actually take stuff away from players or to make players' weapons worse. Okay, it's PvE. Who cares? The Masters of Ceremony Warbond it's a meme. Like, I watched Dick Peterson's video and I was like, oh my god, he's right. It's a meme. Now, there's the whole lore concept of, like, the Warbonds as they go. War has started, Super Earth has tons of supplies and starts giving them out to Helldivers so they can fight. For steeled veterans, some more advanced gear for more experienced troops on the battlefield. Cutting edge, boom in new advanced military technology starts as economy goes into war mode. Democratic detonation. Super Earth realizes that they aren't guaranteed to win this war, so they start bringing out destructive weapons. Polar Patriots, Super Earth figured out that they should start making specialized gear for different climates to boost the war effort. Viper Commandos, this is the biggest one that I have a problem with. Big advancement in technology, finding first war tech. Cheaper armor is given as it doesn't cover the whole body. That's the only one that I have problems with, is the Viper Commando one. That's not true. The Viper Commando ones are the guys that were left behind on Malevelon Creek after we lost it the first time. Hey, we were able to take it back. We found guys that were still there. And this is what they learned since they were left behind. Freedom's Flame. These Helldivers seem smart. Let's give them a lot of fire weapons. Chemical agents, things are getting worse, takes the pesticides that Seaf uses to kill bugs left over on liberated planets and gives it to Helldivers. Truth enforcers, Helldivers are becoming less and less expendable, resorts to bringing truth enforcement into battle and using their tools not designed for war. Urban legends, mass panic, urban regions are being attacked, so Super Earth resorts to using whatever the police and riot forces are using. Servants of Freedom, things are bad, high command resorts to suicidal bombers, and quickly thrown together dangerous weapons for use. Borderline Justice starts recruiting whoever they can into the fighting force, including outlaws, criminals, using whatever random gear they have with them. And then Masters of Ceremony, they thought the Illuminate were finally gone. Well, they came back and caught Super Earth so off guard that they resorted to using the ceremonial items. Now, that is a pretty good explanation of why this Warbond exists, right? I think we can all accept that in the lore of Helldivers. I don't give a shit. I'm not here for the story. I didn't fucking ask, okay? I asked for a Warbond that is equivalent to what we've already gotten in the past, if not more, and Arrowhead has fucking failed. Arrowhead has failed to meet that standard. Do the uniforms look dope? Absolutely. Helmets look amazing. Weird, though, how we can have hats now, right? Weird that we can have hats now, but we couldn't get them for the Borderline Justice one, so we couldn't have a fucking cowboy hat. But now, oh, here's your hats. Fuck off. Pick one side. Yes, you can have hats. No, you cannot. We can see, right, that they can add stuff to old Warbonds. Add a fucking cowboy hat to Borderline Justice, or fucking stop releasing Warbonds at this point. Because you're very clearly not listening to what players are asking for. Yes, people were asking for different vehicle skins from the other Warbonds. We were like, yeah, that would be cool. We asked for cool-ass uniforms. We did ask for a sword. We asked for the plasma sword from Helldivers 1. And then Cloud, I don't know where the fuck he's getting this information. Who the fuck asked for a flag? Is it cool? Yeah. Does it deserve to be a stratagem? No. Absolutely not. This should be the map weapon. This should be, hey, every time you find one of those little fighting pits that has Seaf agents in it or whatever, and they're just dead laying there, this flag should be available to pick up from the map and run through. We should have a shovel or an e-tool as a secondary weapon to equip for whatever mission we go on. This should not be a stratagem. You're out of your fucking mind if you think this is what we were asking for. But I get it, right? In the lore, this is a firework that we use for ceremonies. This is a ceremonial saber that the Helldivers use, which is based on the Marine Corps sword. Same thing with this uniform, which, by the way, the news article that I saw, that this was written by actual gaming journalists, if you can even put those two words together. My mouth feels disgusting from saying it. That said, with the new Warbond, you can look more fascist. I've got a whole thing on that'll be a completely separate video, and there's going to be a lot more screaming, believe me. But the uniforms are dope. Make a decision on hats one way or the other, or fuck off. The weapon's a disappointment. I will say that. Like, is it fun to use? Absolutely. 200 damage, that's amazing. Light armor penetrating, that's kind of where you lost us. It should be medium. I agree on that. With most of the community that I think was like, oh, it should be medium penetration. No. Now we have another light penetration marksman rifle. Cool. That is statistically worse than the Diligence, I guess. Sure. The fact that they've released attachments, this one doesn't have a magazine attachment or any other attachments besides fucking scopes, is dumb. Hopefully that gets released in the next update of like, hey, here's a bunch of more attachments. We don't have suppressors. Fuck off. That I think everyone's been asking for forever. I know that was one of the first things that I said. I was like, hey, you know, it'd be cool if we had suppressors to take stuff silently. That's been in 100 different videos that I've made. The weapon is cool. It works. It does its job. I wish it was medium pen. Doesn't have to be, but it's okay. I wish it had a little bit bigger magazine, but then just go use the fucking Diligence anyway. Uniforms are great. The sword, again, we wanted a plasma saber, like from the first game, or a plasma cutlass from the first game, which technically this is not that. This is a saber. That's a completely different weapon. So it is possible they release that in the future. That'd be great. Oh, the armor passive. Fuck right off. Gives wearer a 50% chance to avoid grievous limb injury. Shut up. the dumbest armor passive possible. Rework this immediately. Like, other than the drip, why would we take this? Granted, being a drip diver is very important. Everyone knows that. Give it a better passive. And give it 2. What the fuck is wrong with you? But the sword is cool. I played the other night and I used the shield, the flag as a spear, and then I had the sword to pull. Awesome. Living out my 300 fantasies, it's great. This should not be a stratagem. I've already touched on that. The booster is fine. I haven't noticed it working, so it could just be a placebo effect. It might not be working at all. I don't know, because I'm not really paying attention to the little thing up in the corner when I'm picking up samples. But this is great for newer Helldivers, for players like Clanker, who he bricked his PC, so he had to switch to PS5. This is great for helping him get caught back up and unlocking stuff. The grenade is cool. I'm not going to lie. The grenade is cool. Watching it spin around and throw fire everywhere, that's great. It's awesome against bugs. Illuminate, it's okay against. Bots, it's eh. I hate this fucking emote. And not for the reason that you think. It's not because it's not a good emote. It's a great emote. I hate this fucking emote because every time I fucking turn around, Pilot is doing this fucking emote instead of helping with the goddamn missions. Every fucking time. And I'm sure somebody out there is gonna have somebody on their team, whether it's a random or whether it's your squad of guys that you play with, that they're just hitting the fucking lockstep every 4 fucking seconds instead of doing their job and helping. That's why I hate the emote. So another thing that I'm going to touch on, not enough. 6, 12, 18. You're out of your mind. Now again, they can go back and retroactively add the skins for the car and the mechs. That's 2 more things. I'll be happy with that. Hey, totally okay with that. They can retroactively add those. I'm all right with it. That's a great thing for them to do. Absolutely. That'll put us at 20. I can live with that. I'm okay with that. I'll say that flat out. I've already covered the whole we're not getting as much for the money we're spending. No, I know you don't have to buy fucking super credits. I'm saying the super credits as the currency in the universe of Helldivers 2 is not going as far on Warbonds as it used to, okay? Do we understand that? You can just go grind super. That's not the point that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about going to grind super credits or buying them with real money. I'm saying the super credit, the individual super credit, this thing right here, the super credit, does not buy as much in the Helldivers universe in-game as it used to. Do we understand that we are getting less things for the super credit? Okay, I had to say that very slowly for all the fucking bug divers out there. Holy shit. Again, the fact that they can go and add stuff retroactively, that's awesome. That's great, because they didn't think this would be something that people wanted. And again, it adds enough to the rest of these Warbonds that I've had an issue with, of we're not getting what we're paying for, to make me happy. Then I'm like, oh, perfect, great. Absolutely, we can do that. That's great, wonderful. Which means they can go back and retroactively add a helmet to this Warbond that is missing stuff, because we've got 6 on each page, just like the new one. So we can go back, we can add a vehicle. It can have like a fucking snake skin. It can have like this pattern on it, whatever. Sure. And then we can also add a helmet with a cowboy hat. That is the most important thing that you do not miss, Arrowhead. That now that everyone knows that we can go back and retroactively add stuff to Warbonds, that means that you as the studio, listening to your community, right, have the responsibility to add a helmet with a cowboy hat. And I will not take no for an answer. That's going to be the short, by the way. So make sure you blow that the fuck up. They can add stuff to the Borderline Justice, to the Servants of Freedom. That's totally fine. That's great. Because again, this was a pathetic showing. This was 17. But we can add the vehicle skins. So that's 2 right there. And I will be happy. I'll be like, oh, fuck yeah, that's amazing. That's great. Wonderful. That puts it at the same kind of product for cost as we got before. I'm okay with it then. Then it's like, oh, great. This also means that they can go back and retroactively add weapons that like somebody had an idea for. Like, oh, fuck. Democratic Detonation is the perfect example. I think it's the best Warbond in the entire game. Everyone should buy this Warbond no matter what. Because you get the grenade pistol, the crossbow, best weapon in the game. You get the Eruptor, which is now fixed. You get the piece of shit, dog shit, asshole, fuckface Adjudicator. And you get the Thermite Grenade, which is fantastic. Everybody should have this. Everybody should have this Warbond. This should be the Warbond that you buy first. Absolutely. Plus the armors look really dope. Extra grenades and stuff like that. But this was 8 things on every page. This is the shining example of what a Warbond should be. It's both great weaponry and utility. Great weapon / utility. Dog shit weapon. Great utility. But it's good. So that means that in the future, they can go back and add more stuff to this Warbond. They can add different uniforms, right? That would be fine. I think everybody would think that was great. They can add different camos and stuff to these old Warbonds. I think that's what they should do. Now that we have camos that are unlockable in-game, they can now go back to all of these Warbonds that didn't have enough in them, which, let's be honest, they don't have enough. 6 things per page is not enough. Go fuck yourself. And they can add camos that tie in with the Warbond, and that brings the Warbond up to snuff for everybody. Everyone's happy. I think that's great. One thing that's definitely not okay. I don't even know if it's fucking in here anymore. Oh, it's not. They got rid of it. So the armor that released holy shit, it's not in here. That released in the Warbond. So it's gonna go away in a day and 15 hours. So whenever this video goes up, way later than that. But the armor that they did looks amazing. Again, shitty passive. Either introduce transmog to the game or make the passives better, because this is not okay. But this armor and everything that came with it was 75 super credits cheaper than the Warbond. What the fuck? And to not even have an extra weapon, because we've had extra weapons in the Superstore already. Why did this not also have a weapon? A big fucking giant ceremonial 2-handed sword. I don't think anybody would have cared. And everybody would have been like, that's fucking awesome, worth it, buying it. Everyone would have said that. But we decided no. So this whole little thing that you've got here, the description, have it tied into something like that. Have Lady Liberty's tower, have some kind of ceremonial sword that says Lady Liberty on the side of it. Perfect. Nailed it. Great, grand, wonderful. The capes, again, my cape does not change regardless of what comes out. This cape is great. The Super Earth cape, awesome. And I don't think I bought the other one yet. The helmets, again, why does the new armor get a hat, but the Borderline Justice ones didn't get a hat? Hat? No hat. 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 No hat. You see where people's confusion and anger is, right? When everyone was like, why didn't they put a fucking cowboy hat in the game? What the hell? Everyone came out. Mod makers jumped on it immediately. They capitalized. Great job, boys. But Arrowhead, it was your responsibility for bringing out a Warbond that was Western themed, and you didn't have a fucking cowboy hat. But now we've got the new parade commander with a hat. The helmet, love the helmet. I want this as a standard helmet, just blacked out. That's awesome. The helmet looks great. Let's make it a helmet without the hat now. And hey, we're on board. Because it's almost exactly like this. This whole blacked out with blue visor. Perfect. Let's do this some more. It looks good. Let's do it with red. Let's bring armor colors into the game, maybe. That's something that you can retroactively add to all those war bonds that didn't have enough. Everyone will be happy. Same thing with the weaponry, different camos and stuff like that. Bring that in. Same thing with the secondaries. Bring all those camos and stuff in and retroactively add it to all these war bonds. I realized that there wasn't a lot of point to this video. This is how these videos go. It's a lot of rambling. It's a lot of different trains of thought. If there's something that I don't catch in editing, that you're like, hey, what the fuck was your point to this? Leave me a comment. I'm more than happy to answer it. The war bond overall is a good war bond for what is in it. We're missing 2 things from every page. 2 of those are the mech skin and the car skin. Great. Those get added. Awesome. We got 4 more things to add. We can retroactively add stuff, so let's do that. Let's make a premium war bond actually premium and worth the premium currency in-game. Okay, Arrowhead? I'm taking a different approach this time. All my other videos are screaming and ranting and swearing and just lighting you the fuck up. I'm trying to change that for this, so that way maybe somebody at Arrowhead sees it and they're like, oh, fuck, he's right. I doubt it, but who knows? That's all I've got for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to check the links in the description, and yeah, catch you in the next one. Later.